Hello everybody once again, this is AikawaKazu. Welcome back to another video here. Today we'll look at Iris M, an open world fantasy mobile MMORPG with lots and lots to do, and today I'll share with you exactly what that is. Bear in mind that this is a sponsored video, and if you enjoy what you see on screen, do check out the game links provided in the description below. Let's get into it. So the first thing that you will really like about Iris M, I guess, for me personally, for a person like MMOs, is that you will see on screen right now that the classes are not gender locked. You have human, sprites, and demi-beast. So 3 different races, and then 3 different classes: warrior, ranger, I believe the last one is a mage. I'm playing a warrior, of course, you know, good old warrior with the sword. And you can change your hair color, you can change, you know, your hairstyle. So there's some level of customization here for a character, which is pretty good for mobile MMORPG, so that's really nice to see right from the start. So let's jump right in here. And one thing you will notice when playing this game that is quite interesting is that you have actually something called Res EXP. If you play other MMORPGs before, like WoW for example, if you don't have time to play the game, or if you just log off, you actually get a decent amount of EXP even when you don't actually play, so that you don't feel, you know, the need, the push to actually, you know, try and 24/7 and play this game if you are the ones out there that really want to push on hard to be as strong as you can. And for me, without playing for I think around 18 hours or so, yeah, I think around 18 hours, I got about 650,000 EXP. You can actually use gems to increase the amount of Res EXP that you want to receive, but if you're playing the game daily, I don't see a need to do so. But do know that the Res EXP option is pretty nice right there. And just like many mobile MMOs or mobile games out there right now, they're becoming very smart. They're actually adding a lot of nice daily, you know, missions or achievements or that helps you to be able to earn, you know, in-game gems and jewels in the game. So similarly, in Iris M, you can see a bunch of daily quests that you can do to, you know, earn points, and I just need 25 more to be able to reach 100 to get 30 gems here. So I'll talk about World Boss later on. So dailies and the rewards are definitely there, and they don't just give you gems, they give you rewards that you need to actually run some of the dungeons, challenges and stuff in the game. And trust me, you're gonna be here for a while because there's lots to talk about. So the next thing that's pretty interesting here for Iris M personally is their astral system, wherein you actually collect NPC cards and you can improve how they actually work by bonding with them. Whoa. But how you actually bond with them is by going to the NPC themselves. I'm going to try and bond with, hang on, let me show you who I'm going to bond with, alright? Kappa Pride. Because it's actually another, oh, it's not actually a guy. Wait, it is not a guy, it's a girl. We're going to look at Carol's, alright? Because she lets you have a chance to get 100% more EXP. So I think I want to use her card. You can see you can use up to 3 astral cards here per se. So you want to really bond with the NPCs here. You can actually go to them, and then when you click bond, there's actually another option. But you can actually use materials here to try and increase their, you know, bonding levels with you. And here we're just gonna go ahead and use everything. And hopefully we'll be able to reach 100% here for Carol to be able to unlock her Astra, you know, card. Okay, we definitely have enough here. So we got 1 of Carol's Guidance. That's really nice. And we can go ahead and equip that card. There we go. So now I have a 0.8% chance to get 100% more EXP. And there are actually a lot more cards in the game. Item drop at 50%. The deactivation rate is definitely low, but for the amount of monsters that you'll be killing in the game, I think you'll definitely have a decent chance of proccing them. I've seen my Kuzi's Faith, you know, proc and get, you know, MP recovery. It's pretty nice. You have HP recovery, and then the ones at the bottom, you know, Jukes, damage block 10%, Christine's attack speed, oh that looks very juicy. And my favorite here, critical rate from Elizabeth's, and last but not the least, Elsa, you know, let it go, penetration plus 10%. So a bunch of extra cards that you can collect and bond with to actually get more perks for the characters, and up to 3 cards here. So that's one level of depth in the game that's available. The second thing you'll be asking is, how do you actually get the materials? you know, to give to the NPCs to bond with them. You actually have something called Kingdom Management System here, which will slowly unlock everything. You can see I actually unlocked everything available when I reach level 30, 31 to be exact. And yep, you'll just collect a bunch of rewards. Not just for the NPC bonding, but from what I've seen so far, it's a bunch of rewards, but some of them pertain to the NPC bonding here. And as you know, level up your characters, you can actually upgrade your kingdom's production buildings. And yeah, just go ahead and use some gold and just some, you know, farmville management system here, I guess. That's pretty nice that you can just leave and you have stuff over time if you have if you don't have time to play the game. This will actually help. What else, right? What else? So we'll just move on to a little bit of the gameplay here, which is the questing. Everything is kind of automated, so that's pretty nice. You know, if you are working and, you know, with a tap of a finger, you can actually move on to the quest NPC and move around. For me personally, I was actually doing some house cleaning yesterday while I was playing and leveling this character, because I was, you know, cleaning my room and stuff. And this is not my room. I mean, the place that I'm recording is not my room. Not that you can actually see right now, because my webcam is off. But basically, everything is automated here, so it's really nice. Because sometimes you have to travel quite a little bit, as you can see right now, and this is where the auto function comes in. So you have a general, you know, talk to an NPC. NPC tells you to do something, and it's not just kill quests. There are some quests where you need to, like, you know, send a note, find a certain item, drink an antidote. So there's a variety of quests here, but that's questing for the most part, all automated and nice. Then the other kind of quests that you'll see is the ones where they actually kind of bring you to, like, a little bit of a grind here. You can see slash out 60 ferocious hopper blood. You unlock these, I think once you get to around 15 or 20, can't remember exactly, but once you hit around 15 or 20-ish, that's where you get some of these grinding quests, and you'll realize that they don't actually go hand in hand with the main storyline quests, which I believe you'll find yourself going to, or it's how the game introduces you to grinding areas. You can see there are many players here, and this is why they say this is an open, you know, MMORPG. You can definitely meet players around, but you can see how these, oh, we just got an item here. Oh, that's the blood. So you can see that little nice flash of light on the top left corner. That was actually my astral proccing. That's the activation. So it actually happens, alright. So there's a lot to talk about. Oh, I actually got 100% EXP gain as well. So 0.8%, not that low. I think it actually has a chance to proc every time, you know, every single slash or every single hit that you land on the monster. So that's pretty nice. So actually the activation rate is not that low. Alright, so that's like questing, alright, which is quite nice. And if you just want to grind it out, you can actually go to the world map. It actually very nicely tells you, you know, the areas which is good for your level. So Felled Woods up to level 30, and then Shaba Snowfield, which is level 29 40. Actually I have not gone there yet, which I believe is why it's in grey, if I'm not wrong. I've not quested to that area yet. But in any case, everything automated, and if you want to go and do some grinding, which I don't see a need or a reason to do so right now, because all you need to do is to just go around and quest and continue to level and progress in the game, because the higher you level, the more stuff you unlock in the game. And right now you can see I have not unlocked Exchange, which is at level 35. I believe that's where you can actually use your ancient coins, which you actually get from doing world bosses. So for dungeons in this game, as you can see, there are 3 different difficulties here: boss dungeon, elite dungeon, and chaos dungeon. And as you can see, all of them have level unlocks as well, which is why I believe the first most important thing in the game is to continue to level and make sure that you reach level 60 as soon as possible, so you can actually reach the end game stuff. So you don't really want to focus too much on the dungeons and I believe the elite dungeons in the beginning, unless you really need some, you know, upgrades or gear. But if not, let's check out one of the elite dungeons here, which is the Sandria dungeon, just to show you how it works. So what you can do is you can do a random match, use stamina, and you can actually close the window here and go about continuing to do what you want to do in the game. In this case, I'll just continue the quest while the game actually helps me find a random party member that I can group up with to do the Sandria dungeon. Yep. So the dungeons, I would say at the low level so far, is actually pretty simplistic. You know, just kill a bunch of monsters, there's a boss at the end, and boom, that's done. And I wouldn't say there are strats into actually doing it, but I'll show you guys some of my pro strats later on once we have successfully find a member. But while waiting, you'll be seeing on screen a segment of the world boss fight that I managed to join earlier today before recording. So basically, I believe there's a timing window, and then there's like a notification on screen. Maybe there's actually a time exactly as to when world boss spawns, maybe like every 1 hour or something. But basically, you'll see a notification appear on screen, and then you can actually join and queue up to join the world boss fight. And actually died, I think, 3 times in the world boss fight. And the whole point about doing the world boss fight for me at the beginning, I guess, is just to complete the daily achievement missions to actually get 1 free ancient coin. And I believe ancient coins can be used to exchange for items in the future. So we actually found another player here, and we actually went in, just like how the world boss system works as well. For world boss, it's up to 40 players. It's actually quite amazing how they actually can detect 40 people. So let me show you guys the pro strats here for dungeons, alright? All you need to do is to gather all the monsters so you can be so much more efficient in, you know, clearing them. Okay, this guy knows what's up. And the sound effect is a bit loud here because of how all the monsters are grouped up. But basically you have AoE skills. Oh man, that spin. And you want to like make full use of an AoE skill. So you know, the pro strat is to gather all the monsters and AoE all of them down. Pretty sure you know, a mage or wizard. I mean not mage. I mean the ranger and the wizard class can actually clear this a lot faster. Warrior is like described as, you know, high survivability, high HP, high defense. And there we go, our astral cards proccing again. Alright, so once all the monsters are dead as a boss, this is Gatekeeper, Tasker, Night Shadow clan, I guess. And you can see a time left popping out. So again, I'm quite sure it's gonna get a lot harder seeing how I got destroyed in the world boss earlier just now if you saw that short clip. But yeah, most of the, you know, dungeons in games, not just mobile games, in the beginning are always, you know, made simple so that players can progress and have an idea. You know, it's like a mini tutorial to get you started, to get you, you know, to introduce you to the mechanics and stuff. Not that there's any mechanics right now. You can see threatening raw from the Tasker, I guess. Yep. And once it's done, there's a reward to get skill points. Ooh, streamer buff. Not really streamer buff. Content creator buff here. We actually got a Knight Pauldrons. Gives me 200 more combat points. Feels good, man. So that's really lucky, by the way. I've actually never gotten something nice. Not that I've actually done a lot of elite dungeons, to be honest with you, but that's nice. I finally got a nice looking shoulders here for my character. Which brings us to enhancement in this game, which is very simple. You put in a staff, you use this thing called Luminite, and then you use it to enhance. And I would say +5 in the beginning, or even up to +10 is required, in a sense, to get as high combat point as possible. Yep. I'm gonna go to 5 here. I've actually failed with a 2% chance failure rate. Look at that, I was just talking about it. Very interesting. This is definitely not scripted, by the way. Alright, so we get to 6, and I'm now at 9,217 combat power. But yeah, that dismantling as well while you're grinding. If you find stuff that you don't want, you can dismantle and you get Luminites. And talking about that, there are also challenge dungeons as well. You have your gold dungeon, your EXP dungeon, which gives a lot of EXP. You have your mission temple, which gives you shiny wing feathers to grow your wings, shadow tokens as well for your chaos dungeons as well. And then you have world boss here again. It's only open when they actually announce it like that. I think I'm not too sure exactly how or when he actually spawns, but just now I actually managed to do it, which allowed me to record that footage earlier. You have Labyrinth of Ordeal to get pet tickets, and then you have gem dungeons as well to get gems. So this is your Luminite dungeons. You have your quality Luminite dungeon as well, and then you have Transfer Stone dungeon, which is what I'm going to talk about now. You can actually transfer, for example, you can actually +5. Look, I'm just going to, this is actually really dumb, but I'm going to do it, alright? So I have a Knight helmet here, which I'm going to use as the material, alright? Okay, I need to unequip it first. Hang on. My bag. That's my helmet. Oh, I unequipped it already. It helped me unequip just now. My bad. But you can actually transfer your equipment enhancement. So this is the material. I wanted to transfer to this one. And I click transfer, right? You use the transfer stone, and boom, something that was +0 is now +5. Yep, and you can do it, let's say you have a level 20 equipment, you can do it from a 10 to a level 20. I've not seen any real restrictions so far, so if you know any restrictions, do let me know in the comments so you can help other people out as well. But yep, you have equipment enhancement transfer as well. So in the beginning, if you want to waste, or I won't say waste, if you want to use Luminites to enhance your items to +5, you don't be afraid to do so, I guess, but bear in mind that you will still use the transfer stone. And I think in the beginning you don't really want to use the transfer stone resources like this, especially for low level items. So I want to save those up, and I just got my 30 gems here for completing my dailies. And do notice that once you hit 100, guess what? You can continue running. So this is something very interesting about a daily quest that I didn't mention just now. It actually continues to build up even after the... What they mean by reset is that all these missions that you just did will actually reset. So depending on how active you are, you can actually constantly earn a decent amount of gems every day, for sure, by reaching that 100 mark. But I don't think you have enough to get 100 every day. Let me check. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 20? I think so. I think that's enough to actually get 100 every day. So you can get 30 gems every day. But there are certain things in the game that you can't do unless you level up. For example, you cannot do Chaos Dungeon until you're level 30, if I'm not wrong. So really, if you want to play this game, make sure you get to level 30 at the very least. Alright, what's next, right? So last but not the least I want to talk about is actually the guild system in the game, which you can go under community here. And I actually got invited to a random guild by Karen's. Yep. And I can't actually show you much here because I've not tried anything physically yet, because this is a two-man guild nevertheless. But you can see under events, there's actually guild bosses, there's guild battles, there's actually siege war as well, and this is something I don't think I can actually show in this video. But again, which is my main point for this video here, in Iris M, there's so much you can actually do. You have your kingdom, you have your challenge dungeons, you have your dungeons, boss, elite, and chaos. We have your arena, which I'm going to show you right now, one battle. And you always choose the guy that's weaker in combat power, right? But you might still lose, by the way. I've lost to a person who was like 1 to 2,000 combat power level lower than me, and I got destroyed because of how the player actually spec'd correctly for PvP. Which will bring me to the skill section very soon. Just a little bit of tips that I've observed myself. I do not know if they are actually really good tips, but basically you really want to save up your skill, your skill points, because you have to actually make a decision. Look, I need 4,450 here to level up my robustness, or I need 7,200 to level up my perseverance. Extra HP is always nice, but at the same time you want to be stronger physically. You get physical and magical resistance, as you can see here, and then you also have skills that requires you to spend skill points, and skill points I believe you get it by killing monsters, and it's not easy to get a bunch of them. So if you really want to play this game, like go ham on the game, I believe you might need to leave your iPad, or if you're using a Nox player like me, or Android emulator like me, you can actually go here and like AFK and just grind in a low level area which you don't die, and you don't need to use potions. I guess that's one thing you can do. But if not, let's see, there's still a lot of things. You have enchantment, you have soul slot, soul extraction, so many things. You have alchemy as well. Like I can upgrade my potions, and there's so many other things you can do. And I believe there's a crafting system as well, where you can actually use your threads, to straight up just craft legendary items in the game. Can't remember where I can actually access the option. Let me see. You have pets as well. There's so many things in this game, and they do give you, there's a pet dungeon just now, the pet ticket one. Ooh, I got mochi. Alright, let's just finish using all my pet tickets. Yeah, obviously your pets can be level. Oh, these are actually unique pets. This is actually a legendary pet, Rocky. I was quite lucky there, I think. I actually don't know if the borders. Yeah, I think the border. This is actually a legendary pet. This has 4 lines of stats, this has 3 lines, this has 1 line, and an effect. So Rocky has a chance to reduce the crit chance and 5% chance to increase status resistance for 5 seconds. I think it's a lot better if you can actually level up the pets for sure. And yep, I think you have to get another one to level it up, I guess. In any case, I think that's it for this video. Iris M. Fantasy open world mobile MMORPG with too much to do, I would say. But yeah, there's a lot of things for you to do. And if you're interested in an open world MMORPG, check it out. Again, there's a link in the description below. Check that out. And again, this is a sponsored video, so if you enjoyed watching this video, stomp the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching. My name has been AikawaKazu. God bless, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next video. Bye bye.